Welcome to Monday Night Live with the Mountaineer Podcast, live from the world-famous Mountaineer Cafe. We'd like to thank Drew and Lauren Eanes for hosting us tonight. First up, we're going to talk about a little bit about the T-Mobile. It's still in effect. Larry, how long is that going on for, the voting?
Till the 24th.
The 24th. So please check out the Madison and all social media with the athletics and the school page. I believe you can find a link on it. Also in the Piedmont Journal, they have the link on there too as well. So check all that out, and you can find and vote for Madison. You can vote at least once a day. So yeah, it's good stuff. So first up tonight was cross-country coach, Mr. Patrick Jennings. Crowd goes wild.
Oh, yeah?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So let's give a little background. Tell us about Patrick Jennings. Where did you grow up? And
So I'm originally from right outside the Philadelphia area.
okay.
So that comes with all the sports sadness of all those teams losing my whole life growing up. So that kind of shaped me as a sports fan growing up.
Not now. Not the Eagles.
No, not right now. So we'll enjoy it while it lasts. But so this is my 13th year here in Madison. So I moved here a little over 12 years ago. Started teaching at Waverly for a couple years. Moved over to the middle school.
Yeah.
Been there ever since.
So where'd you go to college at?
I went to Temple University in the city of Philadelphia.
Oh, cool.
And then I finished my teaching stuff at Westchester University,
So-
right outside the city.
Why Madison?
Honestly, I was moving down here in a relationship at the time regardless, so I just started looking up any school division within 20 to 30 miles of Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Madison had called. I drove down the next day, interviewed, drove home that night.
Yeah.
They offered me the job on the spot, and but it's got its hooks in me. I haven't left.
Yeah.
You know,
So what other sports? We'll talk about cross country in a second. What other sports have you been coaching here in Madison?
So I helped coach the middle school boys basketball team for a while, and then helped coach Patterson with the boys JV basketball team. And then the last handful of years, I've also worked with our track program. So I did middle school cross country, high school cross country, track, and then a little bit with the boys basketball team as well.
So how long have you been the head coach of cross country?
So I was the head coach of the middle school team, I'm not sure how many years, 4 or 5 years, something like that.
Yeah.
And then this is my second year as the head coach of the high school
And
team.
your assistant coach is
Valerie Miller.
Valerie does a great job, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. She is a tremendous asset to our program, both out there at practice and meets, but also she's just a great resource to have in the high school, working with our student athletes as well.
So this year, there's a little change in cross country for the first time in a long time. I can remember back when they used to run on the Young Farmers Grounds with the course. Then it switched over to Hoover Ridge, and with the construction we have at the park, with the outdoor recreation center coming on, we had to move the course again. You designed that course.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a challenge. The kids love running the Woods Loop. We wanted to try to include that, but it was just hard to include the Woods Loop with all the construction, and crossing the gravel road during that time is really challenging with all the cars and traffic for practice. So we wanted to design a course that would work for our kids. We're going to be running on it at home, our middle school team, our high school team. So talk to the kids a little bit about parts that they wanted to run, certain directions they wanted to go, that sort of thing. Worked with Valerie Miller a little bit as well. And we're able to, I think, put together pretty fair test. There's some certain spots that were pretty tough, but we have a couple really tough courses in our district. One that we're going to 5 times this year. So we wanted to sort of have a couple of components that would sort of help prepare them for that we could run on every day at practice.
Yeah.
But then, there's just so much land and space back there. There was also some spots we wanted to stay away from. Those big rolling hills on the
I was going to say, those
on
hills,
the driving range. We definitely did want to incorporate that. We wanted to stay away from that,
Yeah.
and then wanted to have a good, exciting finish for our kids.
Yeah, cool. I can always tell when it's cross-country practice. I hear the kids coming in. They all gather there at the stage, and it seems like there's a lot of team camaraderie there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day before practice. It's really cool.
It's a fun group.
Yeah, so just talk about some of your runners. Let's start with the girls first.
Okay, so our girls team is pretty small, which has been in the last handful of years, so we can bring up to 7 to districts and regions, and that's what we have. We have 7, but it's been a great group of 7. They're there every single day. Attendance this year has been fantastic. Their attitudes have been wonderful. They come ready to work every single day. We have a couple that have been battling some injuries throughout the season, but they're there every day trying to see what sorts of workouts and exercises they can still participate in, even if they can't fully run, and then just trying to get themselves ready to back up and compete. We don't have any seniors on our girls team this year, but we have 2 juniors who have been part of the program since they were in 6th or 7th grade, so they sort of understand the expectations and they sort of pass that along to the younger ones.
Yeah, I know that's got to be as a coach, to see kids that want to learn and want to get better and come to practice. That's got to be great.
Absolutely. I mean, especially with cross country, we talk about it a lot. We have 17 total out there. So from the whole high school, there's 17 kids signed up to be there, and it's hard enough as it is. So if we have kids that don't want to be there, don't want to work and compete, it's a really tough sport to work at. But that group of girls that we have, they come with amazing attitudes every single day, positive, upbeat, happy, and really willing to put in the work to try to get better every day.
And I can attest to this. Nobody's going to take any shortcuts or practice because Coach runs with them. I mean, he's out there, he's like a machine. I mean, gosh, this guy's like running. It makes me tired just watching him run. Evan's the same way. I mean, those guys, it's like a machine. Oh, it's incredible. Let's go back a little bit let's talk about the middle school program. I mean, it has been incredible, the numbers for the last several years. I mean, it's like a bus full of kids that come out there from middle school. It's a crazy number. And that's got to be
absolutely.
a great feeling as a coach to see that much participation in the middle school program.
So Megan Shiflett and Anna Mann coach our middle school program. They've done a great job of, one, like encouraging kids to come out. They're both in the middle school, so they do a lot of recruiting in the school, encouraging kids to come out and run. Most or almost all of our runners we have now ran in middle school as well. Miss Mann and Miss Shiflett do a tremendous job of working with those kids, building great relationships and camaraderie among that team that transfers, when they get up to the high school program, and just sort of preparing our kids for the high school program as well. And then when their season's over, they send some of their 8th graders up to us.
They can't compete, but they can run.
I mean, some of our smaller district races, like one of our runners tonight, we did it last year. We just reached out to the schools that we were going to be running against. I think it was Rapp and Page, and just said, hey, we got some 8th graders that are interested in competing. Obviously, they won't count, but do y'all mind if they run with us? And they were great about that. So they got some of that experience as 8th graders, and now they're hitting the ground running as 9th graders.
So let's talk about the boys team. How many boys do you have on the team?
So we have 10. We had 10 boys come out this year, which was actually an uptick from last year. We struggled to have 5 to compete in races last year. Just if one person's out or one person was injured, we were below that number of 5 that would count for scoring as a team. But we had 10 this year. We had a couple ones from 8th grade who ran a bunch of middle school that joined the team as 9th graders, and then we had a couple new runners join as well.
Yeah. So let's talk about some of the boys. We want to mention them. Talk about how they see them. Are you now in the regions?
We have our district race on Wednesday.
District race. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously you'll talk to Evan here in a couple minutes. Evan has been, our top runner the last handful of years, but he's also one of the top runners in the state.
Right.
He is the reigning district and region champion, and I'm sure he expects that same sort of thing out of himself again this year. He's been working super hard to prepare himself for that. I know he's probably got his eyes on a state championship this as well.
Yeah.
And then we have a couple other ones that came out this year who didn't run last year. One of those is Landon Bishop. He didn't run last year at all. He joined us for track, but he did a lot of sprinting at the end of track season, and then did some of the distance races towards the end. And his improvement and growth over the season has been incredible to watch. He's been running as our 2nd or 3rd best runner this whole year. Jeremy Morris is another one of our top boy runners. He ran a lot of middle school, and then he sort of has just been following Evan around the last handful of years, in a good way of just kind of understanding what it takes to be super successful at that level. He's always willing to put in the time and the work it takes to reach that level. He actually competed in the showcase race this past weekend, and in the JV race had, I think, 630 something kids in it, and Jeremy finished 33rd.
Wow.
He set his PR time in the 5K by a lot, so he's been doing a great job for us as well. And then, we have a pretty strong team heading into districts on Wednesday.
So how many seniors on the boys team?
We have two. So Evan is one of our seniors, and then Kermit Kelly is another one of our seniors. He has spent the last handful of years with the wrestling program.
Yeah.
Came out and joined us this year, and he's again just brought a great attitude and vibe and energy to our team as well. When practice, a ton of times consists of either running for an hour or doing an intensive workout, or hey, go run 7 miles. When that's what practice consists of, it's
right.
It's super important to have people around that are going to be super positive and upbeat. And
so you return a good nucleus next year, right?
absolutely, yeah. Like I said, our girls team doesn't have any seniors, so hopefully that whole crew will be back. And then Evan and Kermit as our seniors, hopefully helping to leave our program in a great place going forward.
Yeah.
We have, I think, 3 or 4 of our kids on our district team for Wednesday are all freshmen.
Okay.
And have been doing an awesome job so far this year.
So what kind of season you guys had so far? You want to tell everybody about your season?
Sure. So cross country is a little different than some of the other sports, just in that we're not fighting for playoff position or that sort of thing. We're kind of working towards peaking at this time of year. Like I said, we had a showcase race that we took 5 of our athletes to on Saturday. We have districts and regions coming up, but throughout the year at some of these meets, you get to see who the top runners at some of the other schools are, who our competition is, that kind of thing. But we talk a lot about them competing with themselves mentally, having healthy competition with the other runners on our team to push each other. Because sometimes you'll go to a district race and you're not sure if the other team is even running their top runners,
right,
because they have their own invitationals, that sort of thing.
Right.
So sometimes it's hard within the district to tell, but we've had a lot of really strong individual performances. We've had 3 or 4 invitationals we've taken the team to, and they've competed great in that. Our district has started to do a couple of fun team relays as well. We've had some teams place pretty high in those team relays. We had a mixed relay to start the season at Luray, so our top 2 boys and top 2 girls ran that together. I think finished 3rd. Our top 4 boys ran another one of those relays at Stonewall a couple weeks ago, and I think finished 3rd again. So it's a mix. You're competing in some of these invitationals in the area against some of the top competition, and then also using some of those district races to kind of see where we stack up and hopefully peak in these next 2 weeks.
So what do you, for this year and the future, what is your goal for Master Cross Country team?
So my goal, hopefully, again, like I mentioned, working with Anna and Megan with the middle school program, is doing exactly that, of building a program that our Evan and some of our seniors and upperclassmen who have been around, sort of helping to instill just those expectations of kind of who we are and how we expect to handle ourselves. So the things that we talked a ton about this year were attitude, effort, and connection.
Yes.
Of just what sort of attitude do they bring to practice every single day? What does their effort look like? But then all of that kind of ties into their connection with their teammates. When they have a love and a care for each other and their teammates, that attitude is there every day because they want to be there with each other. They're willing to put that work in because they love and care about that person next to them. They don't want to let that person down. So that's our goal as a program, to continue to instill those values and those expectations. And then I want these kids to just continuously improve. I know sometimes they get so worried about their place or where they finish, but they might have PR'd by 40 seconds.
Right.
So just
have a look at the big picture.
Absolutely. Of not necessarily always focusing on where they finish, but just continuously working, improving, and hopefully, with, like you said, with strong nucleus coming back, then seeing all that individual success begin to turn into team success at the district level and the region level as well.
So it looks like Madison's cross country is right now. This season's gonna look good. the Evans to have a strong, your team becoming strong the rest of the year. And it looks like you have a really bright future, and that's a credit to your hard work. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Thanks
Thank
for
you
having
for
me.
coming out.
Thank you.
And next up is Mr. Cross Country himself, Mr. Evan Roberts. How you doing, Evan?
Doing great.
I see you wearing those Crocs. I know you don't run in those, do you?
No.
You give everybody else a chance to race. You running Crocs, they run track shoes. That's what you gotta do. Hey, so we're all very proud of your success here at Madison, and let's talk about growing up in Madison and what made you want to do cross country.
So originally I was a soccer guy. Through my whole youth, starting age 8, I'd play soccer all the time. Starting in 7th grade, my mom kind of told me cross country would be good condition for soccer, so I was like, all right, I'll give us a chance.
Yeah.
So I started doing really well in that, and then I quit soccer my 8th grade year, and just to focus on track and cross country.
Yeah.
I was I kept getting injured in soccer, and I was just doing so much better in cross country and track. I was
Right.
I'll just have to stick with that instead. So yeah.
So tell me about running in Madison. What's it meant to you for running for Madison County High School in cross country?
It's a lot.
You've been here. How long have you been?
I've been here my entire life.
Entire life. And isn't that a great feeling to be able to run with the same people you grew up with?
Of course.
I mean, I'm telling you, it's like you're in your senior year. It goes by fast, and you really should cherish all these moments. And scholarships and all that stuff's fine, but you don't want to be there with your friends and have that team camaraderie and bus rides and everything. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's great being able to represent such a small county. It's so rural. It's
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people don't know about Madison, VA.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot to it means a lot to me just to represent such a small town.
Yeah.
Just do what I can with.
Right. But we're certainly proud of you. So let's talk about your career in cross country. How much, starting as I guess the freshman up until now, how has your times gone and how have you done competed?
Each year it's been progressively getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
Recently I ran a PR at the showcase meet on Saturday. I ran 7 seconds faster than last year.
Wow.
And so it's been progress over time, just building up mileage each year.
I think it's really key. People don't talk about it enough. Senior leadership. Senior leadership's not always about being the most vocal guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's about leading by example. And I think it's going to be a really great for the cross country program in the future.
Mm-hmm.
These kids, these younger kids, learning from Evan here about what it takes to be a champion.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you take on a leadership role? Is that something you think about?
Yeah, I just for warm-up stretches, I go out there and I always start the warm-up stretches showing what I've learned from all years, just doing what I've been doing since my freshman year. Same stretches.
Yeah.
Showing them what to do.
So what is it? What drives you to be better?
I really like to win. It feels really good to win.
Yeah.
So that's why I keep going and try to push myself a lot more.
Yeah. So, can you outrun coach? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You
I love passing him on workouts.
That's pretty good because he's like a machine, man. That dude's like energizing money out there.
I don't stand a chance.
That's awesome. Goals for this year, of course, state championship.
Yeah.
Where'd you come in last year in the state?
I was injured, so I didn't.
Okay.
I won districts, and then at regionals I won, but I injured my left foot during the race, and so after I could barely walk, and so I went to a doctor. They're like, you might be able to run. It just depends how you feel, and I couldn't really walk.
Really?
So I was like, there's no point just going to states. I'm just gonna limp.
Yeah.
our way. So
So did you run in your sophomore year?
yeah, around there. I run states there. I've been all state since freshman year.
That's awesome.
So I've gone about 15 to 14 freshman year, moved up to like 6th sophomore year.
Yeah.
And so I really want that state title this year now.
Yes, that's awesome, man, and hope you get that. So,
Yeah.
what are your goals for your future? Where are you going to after Madison?
I mean, I got some options right now. I do want to run in college.
Yeah.
Currently, I was looking at Seton Hall, Radford, Winthrop, Naval Academy right now. It's just some options floating.
That's awesome.
But,
Yeah, what are you thinking about after? What do you want to be? You have any idea?
I was thinking business or like engineering.
Gosh, you're smart.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I know we're so proud of you and your success here at Madison, and we'll also be looking forward to you and hope everybody keeps up with Evan and the state run and his districts this week.
Yes.
Where are the districts at?
So, Newmarket Battlefield is hosting districts and regions. So this will be our 4th and 5th trip to the battlefield, Newmarket. So we're going there this Wednesday, and then hopefully they're all going again next Wednesday.
And where is that states next Wednesday?
States is in Salem, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the states.
They don't have them in Charlottesville no more?
No, gosh, that'd be lovely. No, I don't think so.
Huh. Well, we're so proud of you. Thank you for coming out. And
Thank
let's
you.
give a big round of applause for that. Now it's time for the ladies. Carly Bryant and Serenity Ruffner.
Woo! Yeah!
Okay. So have a seat. Tell us a little about yourselves. Which one's Carly? I don't even know which one is. Serenity? Carly? Let's talk a little bit. So what grade are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
9th grade. And what grade are you in?
9th grade.
9th grade. Wow. So you guys are the future of cross country in Madison. How long have you been running?
This is my 3rd year.
Third year.
This is my 3rd year.
Third year as well. So you guys did it in the middle school program. Gosh, just so many kids involved in the middle school. It's great, the middle school program. You want to talk about that? Did you enjoy that? Don't be bashful. Let's don't get an idea. Come on, you guys got to talk.
It was pretty good. I think the only reason why I started cross country is because of my friend Mariah, Suzuki's sister. She convinced me to do it.
Yeah.
Because I've always played soccer, and then I thought it would be easy
Yeah.
to do cross country, but it definitely is not.
Oh,
Definitely pushes you.
it's a lot of hard work, and I know you guys see Evan, some of the older girls and guys running. It's got to be a good something for you to build towards when you get older to be like that, be successful like that. So let's talk about Coach Jennings. Is he hard on you? Coach Miller?
Yeah, but they can push us to be better.
That's awesome. So you guys do all the bus trips. Y'all go to the bus or van? Y'all go on
Sometimes bus, sometimes we just load them up in one of the Dodge Caravans and.
So that's something as a kid I remember. That was some of the most fun times on the bus ride. You guys, you want to talk about that a little bit? You with your teammates?
It's actually, I do like the bus rides. It's probably one of my favorite parts on like weekdays.
Yeah.
It's definitely bus rides, just like with all your friends, spending
Yeah.
time with them.
Yeah. I know you guys are bashful now, but I hear them cutting up before practice. They're all talking so much up there.
I'm surprised they're not telling you more about the bus rides. They have a great
I
time.
love telling stories.
Scary stories? See, now they're talking a little bit now. So, what are your goals for cross country in Madison?
This year I'm actually trying to go to do very well in districts and regions,
Yeah.
and then maybe go to states.
Okay.
We'll see. It depends on how well I do in regions, timing, and placement.
Serenity, how about you?
My goals are just to prove myself wrong and show that I can do better than I think I can.
So, do you play any other sports?
Play basketball, soccer, and track. Yeah.
How about you?
I play soccer. I actually play soccer, basketball, track, and then cornhole.
And cornhole. Okay. So I was going to ask you guys, does cross country help you conditioning for other sports? So cross country help you condition you for cornhole too?
No.
So how about you? I'm sure when you get to basketball practice, and you go to tryouts here, start up soon, you're ready to go from after you're doing all this running. Because there's so much running involved in basketball. That help. Okay. Well, we look forward to you guys, your future at Madison and representing the county. Thank you so much for coming out, Carly and Serenity. Welcome. Let's give it up. Thank you. So let's bring in Mr. Coach Larry Helmick. Hey Larry.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. So let's talk a little bit about Friday. The atmosphere around Friday was kind of incredible.
Oh, it was awesome. I couldn't. I can't think of. I've been doing this for 15 years now, and the atmosphere Friday was one of the best atmospheres I've ever been a part of. When I was at Eastern View, we went to Louisa in the playoffs in the Jungle, and they have a great atmosphere as well. But the show we had Friday, it was electric. The kids coming out of the locker room and then out of the helmet. T-Mobiles.
Top card.
I mean, it was awesome. Fireworks.
Fireworks.
I thought it was one of the best experiences I've had as a coach. So.
I do announcing for UVA, and I was doing a baseball game this Sunday, and I was showing the people up there at UVA about the video.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh my gosh, this is a high school game?" I said, "Yeah."
Yeah, it was awesome. It's electrifying. You'll talk to a lot of our kids, and that's one of the things that they love most, because not everybody in the district has a very good atmosphere when you go there. A lot of places they're not really full. It's kind of quiet. When we play at home, it's so electric and the atmosphere and the fans. Like I can't thank them enough. It's a great place to be, and the kids talk about it all the time. Just coming out of the locker room and coming out of the helmet, they just get goosebumps.
They're coming out to Hell's Bells.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's the fan base of Madison is so supportive and such incredible about all year long. They really have shown up for you guys.
Yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about your sponsors and stuff you had?
Yeah, we couldn't do it without them. Sponsors, they help with negate some of the costs for the team's apparel, their workout gear, their travel gear, team meals. We try to do everything together. So we have a pregame meal every week, whether home or away.
Right.
And it's just I can't thank them enough. I don't want to forget anybody, so I don't want to list them all, but I have so many that we couldn't do the things we do without them. The fireworks, the team meals, the gear, all that is because of them. So I thank them a whole lot. I appreciate them, and I'm glad that they support us.
Yeah. So let's talk about the game a little bit. Central came in. Central's a powerhouse. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, they're both sides of the ball. They're really good.
Central's a good football team. I felt like Friday night we did a lot to put ourselves in bad positions, though. Giving up some, not playing so well on special teams, not tackling very well. A couple turnovers that really hurt us. I'm not taking anything away from Central, but I am honestly going to sit here and say we're better than we showed, and we did a lot to put ourselves in bad positions. So.
Yeah. So you want to talk about some of the standouts from the game for Madison?
Yeah, I think what I've been most impressed with all year is, I know what my veterans are capable of. I know what I'm going to get from Aaron Fincham every Friday night, and I know what I'm going to get from Stephon Turner and Jaden Lewis, Avery Settle, all them older guys. But I think what's been most impressive to me is the talent and the maturity I have of these young guys.
I was going. That was really
Caden
nice
Cottom, Liam Frazier, Chance Ferris, Avery Mitchell. you know, the list goes on and on. I got some really young talent coming through, but I mean, the four I just listed: Caden Cottom, Chance Ferris, Liam Frazier are freshmen.
Yeah.
Avery Mitchell's a sophomore, and they've been playing lights out. We didn't play the best Friday, obviously, but the things they've done at such a young age have been awesome this year. And I'm excited for our future. I'm excited for the rest of this year, and you know, we'll try to make some noise. You know how we do when we come to playoff time, and we got games left that we really need to win, and it takes practice and preparation and doing all the little things right to conquer the big things. But that is definitely one of the best things that I've seen this year is these freshmen have stepped in, and freshmen and sophomores, and I mean, really, I don't know if people could tell that they're only freshmen and sophomores without me telling them, because their play on the field has been, you know, great. I mean, Caden Cottom stepped in at quarterback to take some reps early in the third, and I felt like, you know, he played extremely well, and yeah, like I said, I just can't say enough about him.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about this young guy. The JV program, it's really been unfortunate this year. There's so many teams, and it's happened statewide, don't have enough kids to have a JV team.
Yeah, I mean,
or they have a season and they have some get hurt.
You
the
know,
numbers are so low they can't.
Coach Porter and our guys do a great job. Our young guys have played really well this year. I couldn't tell you the record offhand, but every game we've had has been
competitive in every game.
Really close, and
Yeah.
we've had some big wins. But the crazy part to me is we're doing that without a lot of youth that could be down there playing.
Right.
That's starting on varsity. So you imagine having those guys down on a JV field right now? It'd be incredible. It'd be something to see. But I'm super proud of the job they've done and how well they've played. And Central Woodstock's JV team is good, and we played them right down to the wire last week. I think the final was like 29-27 or something.
Yeah.
We got a bright future, and as long as we keep working hard and we get in the weight room, good things will happen.
Yeah, I know it's something that Madison does, and I don't know how many other schools do it, but you guys, the varsity staff, is so involved with the JV program.
Yeah, so we're a lot of schools don't really do this, honestly. There is some out there that do it, but we're all one. We kind of practice together. We do all the individual work together, all the skill work together. The only time we really separate from each other is when we do team stuff, and I think that's huge for our kids, because the younger kids can see the varsity kids and how a drill is supposed to be done correctly, or how we want it to be done, and they can follow suit. So I think that's been a big part of our JV success, because we've been pretty good on JV since I've been back home, and it's all going to transpire to the varsity fields.
Yeah. So this week we got Paige.
Yes, sir. Me and James May is the head coach of Paige now. We're really good friends. They're doing a good job. He's working hard, getting kids in the weight room. So it's not going to be an easy game for us. We go over there and we play over in the valley. So we're excited. We're getting amped up for it and getting ready to go. Had a good practice today, and we'll see what happens.
That's good. So as Jim Moore would say, playoffs. We have a chance of playoffs.
Yeah.
So this year they changed the format. Instead of 8 teams going, how many teams are in a region?
So Region B, every region used to take 8 teams to playoffs the last 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah.
This year, being that there's only 8 teams in the region, there's only 6 teams going to the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Right now we're sitting at 6th place. Below us is Page and Clark County.
So if we could beat Page and Clark, we're in.
Yeah, we're in.
And how does that format go? Is
the 1 and 2 seed would get a bye, so we would go to the 3 seed, and it's going to be, it could be a handful of teams depending on. There's still a lot of games left, so if we win some games that we should win, we could potentially be the 6th seed, and anybody could be the 3 seed. We could be going back to Buckingham, to Stewart's Drive,
Woodstock.
to Woodstock. did I say Stuart Stroud? So it could be anybody. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can have a repeat of last year, first round win.
yeah.
That'd be cool. So last time you were here, 2 weeks ago, we had the football picks, and I told you I would keep up with this.
Yeah.
We tied 7-13. So let's go through the picks real quick. Let's start off the NFL. New York Giants at the Philadelphia Eagles. Giants had a rough one yesterday.
They did. You know, they were winning the whole game, and they lost it there in the fourth. But I love Cam Scatterbo. I love his story. I love the player he is. I love how tough he is. So I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say the Giants. When I think of football, I think of, gritty, tough, hard-nosed players. And that, to me, that's Cam Scatterbo. He reminds me of like a Mike Allstott.
Yeah.
It's just, I love it. I love the way he plays the game. And, Jackson Dart's coming on.
He is.
He's
gonna
playing
be a
some
good
really
one.
good ball. So like I said, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Giants.
As much as I would like to pull for the Giants, and I'm not an Eagles fan by no means. I pick the Eagles, but they're not the same team they were a year ago.
No.
There's a lot of parity in the NFL this year.
Oh yeah.
It's no really dominant team. This is an up-and-coming team, Chicago at Baltimore, and I believe Lamar Jackson's gonna be back this week.
I think Baltimore has so much potential. I just don't think they have totally figured it out this year. But I'm going to go with Baltimore. I do like, I like Derrick Henry. I like Lamar.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with them.
There's nothing more dangerous than a young team with a young coach coming up that they believe in, and it's got them playing. And I'll tell you what, Ben Johnson, before it's said and done, he's going to remember the Bears, and I'm gonna pick the Bears.
Yeah, Ben Johnson. So I'm a Lions fan. Ben Johnson was our offense coordinator for years.
And Dennis Allen, their defense is picking up. They're starting to get some guys healthy, and it's going to be a good game. Dallas at Denver. Now Dallas played lights out to all you Commander fans out there. Sorry, last night. Their offense is awesome. They're finally getting people back. Got CD back. Got some offensive linemen back. The defense has been suspect. They played really good yesterday.
Yeah.
So, and Denver was scored 33 points in the fourth quarter. I don't know if that's an NFL record, but that's got to be up there.
Yeah, it's got to be. I don't know. That's a toss-up for me. I'm going to go with Denver. Maybe Bo Nix pulls out some tricks again.
I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. Much as I'm gonna pick the Cowboys. That's all I'm gonna say. Green Bay at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I think Aaron Rodgers goes back and gets some revenge.
Yeah. Hopefully none of his offensive linemen will tackle the ground this time.
Pittsburgh's been playing some
God, he
good
was
football.
mad.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, he's just managing the game really well and not really making mistakes, and their defense is so good.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Pittsburgh as well. Here's one. It's gonna be Washington at Kansas City.
I'm going to go with Kansas City just because as much as I like Washington, it's just they've been hit or miss this year. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
And I'm not saying the Chiefs are what they've been, but
they've started to come around a little
they're
bit
starting
now.
to figure it out a little bit.
And they're going to be tough here on out, I believe. I'm going to pick the Chiefs as well. All right, up to college, we've got Cal at Virginia Tech.
Cal, just too much turmoil going on at Tech right now.
Yeah, I'm going to say so. They're got to have a lot of confidence off the big win against Carolina.
Yeah.
Ole Miss at Oklahoma. Ole Miss lost last week.
Lost last week. I'm going to go with Oklahoma in this one.
Okay, I'm going to go with Ole Miss. We'll see what happens. I can't see them losing 2 games in a row, but who knows? UVA at UNC. Now, that was one of the craziest games.
Hey, I'm pulling for UVA. I mean, like I said earlier on when we were here, I love that quarterback, and I love the way they're playing right now. They're playing really inspired football, having a lot of fun. So.
You're finding ways to win when you win by a safety.
Win by a safety. I mean, win twice in overtime, right? I mean, it's.
And then as Carolina, I see them keep on playing so many bad games in a row, but I think UVA's going to pull it out. But being the UVA fan I've been for all my life, I'm just waiting for something bad to happen. You know something's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then and then they'll end up winning. They're going to win all the games. They end up winning all the games, and guess they're going to play Tech in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
And Tech, if they lost every game the rest of the season, they got to that game, that's going to be like their Super Bowl.
Yeah.
To knock UVA out of the ACC championship. I mean, it's great. That's why I love college football.
Oh yeah.
SMU at Wake Forest. And nobody's talking about SMU. They're
not. They're playing good football.
They lost to Baylor and TCU. They're both pretty daggone good. Wake Forest is sneaky good too.
Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, Virginia Tech had Wake Forest on the ropes for a while.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with SMU.
Same here.
They got some weapons.
All right, and Missouri at Vandy. Vandy's really come on.
I love the Vandy story. I'm an underdog fan, and I'll never forget Nick Saban saying how much, like, whenever they went to Vandy, it was like their guaranteed win. It was like another bye week or something, he said.
Yeah.
So I love that they're having success. And I love that the quarterback, he's got some confidence. Some people may call it cockiness. It could be, but he's playing some good football. And
Yeah. He's good. So here's another game. Two sneaky good teams. NC State at Pitt.
I'm going to go with the Wolfpack. I like their defense. They got a middle linebacker. I can't remember his name, but he's a mauler. I like him a lot.
I'm going to pick Pitt because they've really been scoring a lot of points here lately, and it's always tough to play in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
Stanford at Miami. The U lost, went down last week.
Yeah, they did.
I'll tell you what, Jeff Brom, they're going to have to back up the truck and keep him in Louisville.
I think Miami bounces back and they take care of Stanford.
I think so too.
It's at Miami, right?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, that's a long haul.
And probably one of the
West
best.
Coast to East Coast.
Yeah. That's crazy because I was reading somewhere that from Washington State, they had to leave. They didn't leave Charlottesville at 3 a.m. to go back, and they went to Ole Miss the week before. I mean, that's crazy travel. And they're also coming to JMU, believe it or not.
Are they?
November. Yes, they're playing at JMU. That's gonna be like the biggest game ever going to play at JMU. Texas A&M at LSU.
I love the Aggies right now. Nobody
too.
talked about them early on in preseason or nothing. The quarterback's balling. Their defense, I'm loving what they're doing. I'm gonna pick Texas A&M.
I am too, and I'll tell you what, when that does happen, LSU's coach is not going to be around very long. Kelly's not going to be around long. Well, thank you, Larry. We'll see what those picks are next week, and appreciate it. And good luck this week, this page.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's bring up next the Madison County three-sport legend, Mr. Isaiah Smith. Woo! How you doing, man? Come on in. So, we talked earlier to Evan. He's like the cross-country guy, Madison. Be a legend, Madison. This guy right here, basketball, football, baseball. And he did things the right way. He played the game the right way. You never saw him being too brash, too confident towards the other team. And he was a great leader, but he didn't talk a whole lot. But he was a great leader because he led by example. Yeah. And I know when my son played with him, he led by example, and they all looked up to him because he's Isaiah Smith.
There's only one person I think talks less than him, and that's his daddy.
That's where I get it from.
Yeah, you're right. I know that for a fact. And I think the way he played the game and how he carried himself is a testament to Isla and Stacy because they brought him up the right way. And I mean, proof's in the pudding, man. It's right here. So let's talk about growing up in Madison County. I guess you played youth sports here.
Yeah. So I grew up playing youth sports from the time I was like 4 years old around here. I played youth football here for a while, and then I ended up going to AAU football.
Right.
Orange County Steamers.
Yep.
And then for baseball, I ended up playing like travel baseball with a team called the Mud Dogs.
Yeah.
Roger Berry.
Yeah.
Wes
Smith.
Yeah. Played with them for a while. Yeah. that's what we ended up doing. So.
And then in basketball, you SQBA too.
Oh,
right?
that's good. Yeah, AAU
Yeah.
basketball.
So let's talk about what did it mean to you? You know, in the days of now, everybody wants to transfer or go to a private school. I think it's great. That's what you want to do. I don't care. That's great if you want to do that. But I think what gets lost in a lot of this is being able to play with your team, your people you grew up with,
Right.
all through 12 grades. It means a lot. I mean, I think what gets lost in all of it is, this is my opinion, people can hate on me, I don't care. I think what gets lost in a lot of it is, it's the memories you have with those guys last a lifetime. I mean, then you go somewhere else and, you know, it's more about individuals, not about the team. So, I mean, no, people are going to remember. I mean, you think about this, okay? When you played, let's talk about your sports, and we'll get a little more into this. So, you were successful at all three sports. Well, you were all state, I know, in basketball,
Basketball, football, and then I was all region in baseball.
and never came off the field in football.
No, never. I think one game they had me play quarterback, and then I kicked a few field goals one game.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was fun. Though. I really did enjoy playing.
yeah. And then for basketball, did you start as a
Yeah,
ninth
as a
grader?
freshman, yeah, I started. Me and DeAndre Tarman, remember him?
Yeah,
Me
yeah.
and him were freshmen together, and Dylan Breeden. We
Yeah.
all started
Yeah.
on varsity as freshmen.
And all through, I mean, you had a great career in basketball as well. I mean, you guys went to the one game from going to states.
Yeah, we went to the state semifinals my senior year.
Yeah, state semifinals.
Yeah, probably should have won that game too. It was a team. We ended up losing to a team that we had beat in the regional semifinals.
Was it Amelia?
Amelia.
That's
Yep,
right.
Amelia. I don't remember the score of that game, but it was a tough one.
The two teams that played the state championship that year,
We
they
beat
beat
Right.
Ari Lee and Amelia.
I was gonna say now that I remember the game you guys went to. I think it was at Hanover High School.
Yep.
You played it against Artie Lee.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably was one of the bigger. That's probably got to be one of your biggest
It
wins.
probably was my biggest win. I mean, I think that was the biggest upset there was. They came out with like 2 6'10" centers,
Yeah.
2 Division I centers, and
Yeah. One of them went to play at Marshall. I
yeah,
think.
one was at Marshall and then one committed to ODU.
Yeah. So I mean, that was, and they did not like to lose.
No.
They didn't take it very well. They thought they were going to run the pass it in. I mean, this guy at point guard. I mean, nobody had an answer for him. I mean, he could dribble, drive, penetrate, kick it back out, or shoot the three. I mean, I'm going to say this because you're here, but to me, in my lifetime, I'm going from the 70s on up. You're one of the greatest 3-sport athletes, if not the greatest, Madison's ever had.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I tell our
I mean,
kids that
I'm
all the
truthful.
time. They don't
They don't
realize
believe
it.
it. Yeah.
I'm being truthful. I mean, it's.
I really appreciate that, man. I mean, I really enjoy playing. I think there's no other fan base like Madison County. So,
Yeah.
back to kind of what you were saying earlier, I think the opportunity to play with the kids that you grew up with, and to be able to show the people that you've been around your whole life that what you can do and the support that they give you, I think you should take that anytime over going anywhere else. I wouldn't, if I had to go back, I wouldn't change anything that I did. I would stay and play for Madison every time.
Yeah, and you guys for basketball, you're a couple of years after the state championship, and so that fan base was a pretty rabid fan base when they won the state. I think it was in 2010.
Yeah.
And you guys had a big following too in
Yeah.
those games.
Yeah, we really did. I think we had a few games that they sold out. I remember growing up going into 2010. That was probably the guys that I looked up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was working at Eastonview at the time. I took a sick day just so I could go watch them play at JMU.
Yeah.
So I think it was like a Friday at like 2 o'clock or something.
Yeah. You talking about us?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was big, man. You kind of feel like a celebrity around here when you're playing good. So.
Yeah, that's got to be awesome. I mean, even for football, coming out of that locker room and seeing all the crowd and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This next guy over here, he remembers that. We'll talk to him in a little bit too, Casey Brown. But
Yeah.
it's how much did that mean to you? And then how much it meant to you, and how much did it make you want to play better?
I think it was a huge deal to me. I think while you're playing in it, it doesn't sit with you until after you're done. But I think it played a big part in my life, honestly. Like I said, there was a big following. I think just going up, seeing that 2010 team,
Yeah.
like how many people were coming, that was always my goal. Like growing up, to have the same people following me when I got older.
And that was so crazy. I remember in 2010, there were lines waiting from the gym all the way up to 29.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
crazy.
waiting those
People
lines.
were there getting in line before school was even over.
Yeah. And there was a couple games that they were letting us out of school early to go to their games. So,
Yeah.
yeah. That was, like I said, that was always one of my goals growing up. I think I was in maybe like elementary school, but yeah. And we kind of did it. Unfortunately, we didn't end up winning a state championship, but
Yeah. But you had an awesome career. How about, we don't talk about your baseball career.
yeah.
So you made, I know, all district.
Yeah, I think I was all district my sophomore year, junior year, and senior year, and then ended up being all region my senior year.
So you never got all state
No,
for
no.
baseball, but you got it for O2 sports.
Yeah.
That's still amazing. Talk about, you guys had, and it was their senior year, I believe, right? You had a long week at the States.
For baseball? Yeah, we did. We ended up losing in the same round we lost in basketball, state semis.
Yeah, I remember you guys, I think it was at Radford, because softball was
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Madison had the softball and baseball teams down there for the state semis. And the crazy part about it, those guys had a 500 record in the regular
Yeah.
season.
We did, and then we ended up going on a run. I think we beat like the #1 seed in the regional tournament.
Was it Mason? I
I
can't remember
forget
who it was.
who they were, but they came from a long way, and we ended up beating them in the regionals. We went on a run, man. It was a lot of those guys that I played with since I was 4 or 5 years old, and it was a blessing to be able to play with them all the way to the state tournament. It was a lot of fun.
So let's talk about some of those guys you played with, and you're still, I'm sure, great friends today. I mean, that's memories you make for a lifetime.
Oh yeah, we talk about it all the time. So guys like Chris Smith,
Yeah.
Dylan Breeden, DeAndre Twyman, Chase Berry, I coach with him now.
Yeah.
Isaiah Breckenridge, if you remember him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those guys, we were close since we were little kids. Played every sport together growing up. I still talk to a lot of them on a daily basis. So it was special to be able to play with them from as a little kid all the way up until a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go back and talk about it all the time. On a Friday night, we'll sit around and talk about that for hours and hours. So it's memories that you
That's
remember.
old guys who like talking about the old days.
Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, I'm old.
That's right. So you leave Madison, and I'm sure you had offers to play at the collegiate level in all 3 sports.
So I had a few schools talking to me about basketball, like a couple Division III schools, like Bridgewater, EMU. They wanted me to come play basketball for them. But baseball, I didn't really have much. But for football, I had a few preferred walk-ons for Division I.
Who was that?
JMU and then William & Mary. We're
Okay.
talking about preferred walk-ons, and then had a couple Division II offers from like Glenville State, Fairmont State, and then West Virginia State. Ended up going to Fairmont State.
Fairmont State. How was that?
It was a good time. It was definitely a learning process. So going from Madison to Fairmont, there's a lot I had to learn. So here in Madison, I felt like I kind of got handed the keys when I was little. So I didn't really have to. So when I got to Fairmont, it was kind of like, you got to work for this. You got to work for this. So,
Right. It's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not the same. It's not the same as playing for your home team, but I had a lot of fun. So I ended up playing at Fairmont State from 2018 to 2021.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID kind of messed me up my senior year.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's gotta suck. So,
yeah.
But so then you leave. Leave from Fairmont, and then you went into physical therapy.
Yeah, rehab. So I worked at a place called Scott Wagner's chiropractic. I worked there as a rehab tech for a while. I graduated with an exercise science degree, and that's kind of what I wanted to get into. And then I ended up, luckily, getting into physical education, PE. So now I work at the Waverly Elementary School as a PE teacher.
This is your second year. How do you like it?
I like it a lot. The kids are fun to be around. They make me laugh all the time. I feel like this is something I've wanted to do since I was young. So.
Well, I think you're an awesome teacher, and also coaching wise. So what are you coaching now? I know you coaching football.
Oh yeah, I'm coaching football. I'm the assistant football coach, assistant basketball coach, and an assistant baseball.
Oh, baseball. So you're varsity.
Varsity, yeah, for all 3.
All 3. That's awesome. So maybe one day we'll see him as a head coach in some sport.
Hey,
in Madison.
I got a lot to learn.
I'm old man. I'm grown.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what a great representative for this young man from Madison County. We're all so proud of you, the career you had, and I mean, you're example. You're not believing it. You're an example for all these young kids coming up to want to be like you, not just as an athlete, but just as much as a person. So,
Shout out to my parents. They raised me right. So
yes, they did.
appreciate you saying
They're,
this.
and they're great people, and they're also involved in. With your mom coach
She
volleyball
coaches volleyball. My dad coaches girls basketball, and then he helps out with football too. So.
and track.
And track, yeah. Right.
Yeah, and he is my right-hand man in Claxton County Parks and Rec.
There you go.
He does a great job. Is a good person as well, and does a great job. So, thank you so much, Isaiah. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Come back again.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Next up, we have Mr. Casey Brown. Downtown Casey Brown. How you doing? So Casey, I've known Casey ever since he was a toddler. Grew up in downtown Oak Park, Virginia. Let's talk a little bit about Madison. I mean, as a kid growing up, I mean, we were just talking about wanting to play for the Mountaineers. I mean, let's talk a little bit about that, going to games and stuff.
So yeah, I guess as a kid,
Your grandfather, Junior Brown,
yeah,
everybody knew him. He was a big booster and did a lot of work for the school. Never got paid or anything. I don't know if you realize. I want to throw it in real quick. He never got paid. He volunteered his time when they had the booster club. And let's go ahead.
and it's funny you should mention that because as I was thinking about this today, all of those people, all those booster folks jumped in my head.
Yeah,
Jesse Tanner,
yeah,
Boo McDaniel,
yeah.
Roger Anderson. The list could go on.
Oh, yeah.
My granddad. They put the current lockers that are in the locker room there. The countless hours they spent there at the field house.
I don't know if they built the field house. I'm sure they did. And they also added on that addition to the end of it too. When your grandfather did that.
That's right. But you're right. That's kind of where it started to, mold my thought process. I wanted to play Madison sports and obviously Madison football. And then later in life, I got the opportunity to do ball boy. Just didn't get the opportunity to do that.
So how many years were you ball boy?
I did it from '88 until my freshman year in high school in '94.
So you got to see a lot of good football games.
A lot.
I mean, you were there on the sidelines for the '89 state championship game. We lost the Appalachian game.
Yeah. I remember the King William game.
Yeah.
I remember I guess it was Buffalo Gap prior to that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Sussex Central game where the folks fell off the bleachers.
Yeah. The whole top row. People don't remember this.
That's right.
We were at Sussex Central, and the whole top row of the bleachers collapsed.
That's right.
And they had to bring in the rescue squad and take people away.
That's right.
I don't think we lost that game, and I think it had a little bit something to do with
It did. It did. That was near halftime, and everything changed from that moment on.
Yeah.
I can remember a lot of those players. From Joe Shiflett to Wes Smith to
Yeah.
Curtis Gourdine.
Yeah.
To Dennis Berry, to
Kevin Wesley.
Tony and Mike Arrington.
Yep.
All those folks laid the foundation for all of us.
Yeah. They did. And so you go to Madison and you play in 3 sports.
I did play basketball, football, and baseball.
Your best sport? What you think?
Probably baseball.
Baseball. Did you ever get any all districts or all regions in the sports?
I did. I was all district, all region, all state. I was all district my sophomore year, second team all district in football.
And you played your receiver.
That's right. I was a wide receiver.
Number 4?
That's right.
I remember.
My sophomore year in baseball, I think I was first team all district, second team, or first team all region, or maybe second team all region. Football, my junior year, I was second team all state, first team all region, first team all district. my senior year, I think followed the same.
Yeah.
Baseball wise, same thing. My senior year, all district, all regional, all state.
So your playing career on all three sports, did you guys ever make it? How far did you guys make it?
So our sophomore year, we lost. Well, we beat the #1 team in the state in Central Lunenburg. At Central Lunenburg, the first game in the region, we won 7-0.
Yeah.
And we played in the regional championship the next weekend at Stewart's Draft,
Yeah.
and we lost a 33-20 ball game against Stewart's Draft.
Uh-huh.
Our junior year, we lost in the first round of the the first round of the region to Powhatan at home. And then our senior year, we lost. We beat Central Lunenburg at home 17-14, and then we went on the road to Powhatan, which was my senior year. Our last game playing, we lost 24-21 on the road.
Yeah. So then for basketball, y'all didn't go very far in basketball, did you?
Nah, so we won. I think we won the district one year. I think that was my senior year, I believe. And, my junior year, we I can't recollect, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the year prior, my sophomore year, was the year that Coach Warren took Ben and
Yeah.
TJ and all them to the state tournament.
That's right. Yeah, that was down at Liberty.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So that was my sophomore year.
And then for baseball,
Yeah, we made it to the regional semifinals 3 times, and we lost all 3 times in semifinals, one sophomore, junior, senior.
yeah. So a lot of people don't know this. I want to talk a little bit about a little side project you've been doing. If you go on YouTube, what's the name of the YouTube channel?
It's called Madison County Football Alumni.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that.
So I guess over time, I have acquired some film
Yeah.
that was from 92 to current day. Some of them are games that are from my era. A lot of the games are from
Well, you got some in there
the
from
late
70s.
60s, early 70s.
It's crazy.
J.I. Burton game is there.
Yeah, it was at University of Virginia.
That's right.
And if you look at that, watch that game, you can see up in the stands, and they got the wooden bleachers.
That's right.
That was before the upper level was put in, or the end zone stuff was put in. All it was the hill there.
That's right.
It's kind of crazy to look at. And then
There was a Pendleton Gap game there, I think.
Painted Gap there,
Yeah.
we won that game. I was
That's
76.
And I found that one from the East Tennessee State University archives. Is where I found that.
Wow.
There was a gentleman that had some home movie films
Yeah,
that were pieced together, so I ended up piecing them together.
that's incredible. And then I also, the Clintwood game from the 73 team is on there too.
It is.
And you can see the stands and the sidelines. It is packed.
That's right. That's right.
That was Coach D's first state championship.
That's right. I'd love to find Mr. Dean's 250th win. That was at Orange. Big ball game.
Yeah. You were involved in that?
Wingate had 352 yards and I think 5 touchdowns. I'm not sure about that,
Yeah.
but I think.
Yeah. So let's talk a bit about Coach Dean. I mean, what did he mean to you?
Oh, for me personally, Mr. Dean helped me become the person that I am, good or bad. But, as a player, he teaches accountability.
Yes.
He taught positional accountability, work ethic.
Yeah.
Just being community minded.
How to carry yourself.
And how to carry yourself, that's right. And be humble and show humility at all times.
Yeah,
I think he was the prime, perfect example for all of us for that.
Coach Dean is one thing, he's never too high, never too low.
That's right.
Always kept that same even keel.
That soft voice, but with stern intentions.
Right, exactly.
And it's a standard. It's a standard that he set.
Yeah, he did.
That's right.
And then also he coached your dad in the I think James also played in the state 73 state championship game. Was he there?
I think he graduated the 71 year, or the 72. He was a 72 graduated. So his last football season would have been 71.
Your dad used to work on our farm. He was good friends with my two older brothers, and he was feisty, man. And I think he played guard.
So he played some guard, played center, played linebacker as well.
And he didn't weigh.
That's right.
I bet he wasn't 170 pounds.
But he wasn't scared.
No, he was not. He was fearless, man. He
That's
didn't
right.
care. He went up against people. He didn't care. I mean, and the thing about it is, if I can remember, all the other guys in that team, the offensive line was huge. He was the only
That's right.
little
And
guy.
you can look at those videos. Some videos there too. You can see it. Yeah.
Number 65. Yes, I remember that. That's right. Yeah. So, yeah. And then, so now you're just talk a bit about what you've been doing for yourself since you've been out of Mass. I know you're now coaching softball.
Yeah, I spent a couple years at a couple different high schools coaching baseball and football. Most recently, I've been coaching travel softball. My daughters are softball ages now, and I switched over from the baseball side to the softball side a couple years ago.
You live in Green now.
I live in Green.
We won't hold it against you, but go ahead.
I appreciate that. My kids are still, most of them, we play most sports in Madison, and
Yeah.
that's nothing against Green, but that's what we do. And I've been coaching football, flag football, and softball here in Madison. I love seeing the people and being around the people that I grew up with. I get to coach against Donald Dotson.
Yeah.
And I get to coach against Josh Morris.
Yeah. All those guys you played with.
That's right.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, anything you want to add before we sign off?
No, I appreciate the opportunity. I want to say I think Larry's doing a heck of a job with the program.
Yes.
I think that it's wonderful to see folks showing up to ball games. It's wonderful what T-Mobile has done to put our name on the map, if you would.
Yeah. Got Gronk to say Madison County High
That's
School.
right, and that's on.
He knows who we are.
But yeah, just congrats and good luck.
And favorite memory, real quick. As a favorite memory in any sport, what's stuck in your brain over the years?
I would say the 50th anniversary football game.
Yeah, that was on a Saturday afternoon.
It's Saturday afternoon.
Against,
Lou Ray.
was it Lou Ray?
They won 33.
I have a T-shirt. It has all the records on here.
I'm glad to see Rod and Dave doing some ball games. I want to say that as well.
Yeah, that was
That's
awesome.
Yeah, I hope they'll do some more.
I hope we're gonna do some more too, and we got to make sure we got to clean the window for them. They were complaining about how dirty the windows were. Thank you, Casey,
Thank you.
and I really appreciate you coming out, and thank you all this week. And remember, go vote T-Mobile for Madison County. Tell your friends, your neighbors, and everybody. Get a fake email account if you have to. We'll take. If you got 4 email accounts, use them all. Vote every one. That's just the inside trick I reckon. I know the other people are doing it too. We got to be doing it. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.